said to yourself that it's difficult for me to do something, that I cannot be funny, or I cannot be serious, or I cannot be confident, or I cannot speak in front of people, or it's difficult for me to be calm and composed, or it's difficult for me to be assertive, that's because all of us tend to have a certain framework of behaviors that this is the way I am. And that stops us from really taking in new behaviors and being so many things that we can be in our life. Hi, I'm Shenoy Manek, and I'm a transformation coach and a master trainer of neuro-linguistic programming. And in the last 19 years, I have worked with thousands of individuals, helping them transform their inner self to transform their life. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you all a powerful NLP technique known as the new behavior generator. The new behavior generator technique actually helps a person take in absolutely new behaviors that they never knew they could do. So stay tuned till the end of this video so that I can take you through the step-by-step process of how you can use new behavior generator and you can actually get to experience it. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, NLP Magic, do so, because there are more than 70 videos on this channel, almost on every topic that you may need support on. Also, click the bell icon so that you can be notified of all upcoming videos. So coming to new behavior generator. First of all, let us understand, why do we need to take in new behaviors? Why do we need to have what I call flexibility of behavior? Now, all of us play a lot of roles in our life. We don't always play a single role, is it not? For example, I play the role of a mother. I play the role of a wife. I play the role of a daughter. I play the role of a professional, a business person, an entrepreneur. I also play the role of a mentor, a coach, of other trainers. So I play so many different roles, a role of a friend in my life. Now imagine, what if I was the same way in every role of mine? Now, what people usually tend to do is that they have a certain framework in their mind about how they are. And they tend to take the same kind of person in every role and every relationship in their life. When I was growing up, I was an introverted person. I had extremely low self-confidence, so low self-esteem. I didn't think too much about myself. I couldn't speak in public. I never took part in an elocution competition or in an extempo. Yet I'm doing what I'm doing today. And if you will believe me, even today, I'm a slightly introverted person. But that does not stop me from doing what I want to do in my life. Because in my profession, I cannot afford to be an introverted person. I have to be somebody who's outgoing, outrageous, funny, inspiring, motivating. How did I take in these behaviors, and why did I do that? That's because we cannot take the same person to every relationship and role in our life. We need to have flexibility of behavior. If you are a serious person who doesn't really laugh too much, and you're taking the same serious person to your office, you're taking the same serious person with your children, with your spouse, and in every area. In some areas, it might work, but in some, it might not. So it's important that we do not take the same person, but we actually learn new behaviors so that we can adapt to individual roles. Let me give you an example. As a mother, can I take the same person I am as a friend, as a mother? No. As a mother, I need to be a little strict. I need to be a little assertive. At the same time, I need to be high in energy. I need to be understanding. I need to be open. I need to be empathetic. I need to be nurturing. I need to be disciplined. There are so many behaviors that I need to show as a mother to be able to bring up my child correctly in the way I want to bring him up. As a spouse, I need to be something different. I don't need to be in my relationship as assertive as a spouse. As a spouse, I'm easygoing, I'm loving, I am playful. So I'm different as a spouse. I take different behaviors. As a professional, with different people, with some people, where it's necessary, I'm friendly, I'm jovial, I'm loving, I am warm. In some other places, in some other relationships professionally, I may be more assertive, I may be more pushy, I may be more confident, I may have a different behavior. Does that make sense to you? So for us to fulfill and do the best in every role and every situation in our life, we need to learn the art of being flexible with our behavior. One cannot say, this is the way I am. If your spouse is expecting you to be romantic and you say, I can't be romantic, this is the way I am, then your spouse is going to be discontented for the rest of your life. And that's not what you want. We need to ensure that if we are playing a role, we are fulfilling that role to the largest extent. And by learning how to do the new behavior generator technique, which I'm going to discuss very soon, you're going to be able to take in any behavior for any situation. And if this is sounding exciting to you, please type in excited in the comment section, everybody, so that I can give you this technique right away. All right. So how does a new behavior get generated? First, one of the first things that you learn in NLP when you attend a longer NLP workshop, a transformative workshop, is that internal behavior leads to external behavior, which means that if you want to change a behavior on the outside, you can, a lot of people say, fake it till you make it. That's the difficult route. That's the difficult way, because you're trying to do something that you don't feel from inside. You don't feel romantic, but you're trying to do romance. You won't feel good about it, right? What if you could actually get yourself to feel romantic? What if you could really want to be romantic? In that case, that internal behavior changes, your external behavior automatically changes. And that is how NLP helps. Because many people say, okay, if I have to do a new behavior, I'll just try. But trying on the outside is like going against the tide. You got to start thinking, feeling, being a different person to be able to do that behavior in the best possible way, right? So that is where the new behavior generator technique comes into the picture. So how do you do the new behavior generator? Before that, I want you to think of, and please remember, NLP techniques are all practical, which means that theory doesn't help. You got to experience it. You got to really feel it, feel it yourself, right? So think right now that what is that new behavior that you want to start doing, and type it in the comment section. What new behavior do you want to incorporate within yourself? Do you want to start being more friendly, more outgoing, or more humorous? Or do you want to be more assertive? Do you want to be more outspoken? Do you want to be more patient? What new behavior do you want to learn and start doing in your life? Please type it in the comment section right now, and then I'm going to tell you the steps of how exactly you're going to do that. Now, once you have identified what behavior you want to incorporate, that's step one, identifying the behavior that you want to incorporate. The second step is to look for any person in your surroundings. It may be a friend, it may be a relative, it may be your mentor or coach, it may be somebody on the internet who inspires you, it can be anybody. Look for a person who knows and does this behavior excellently, right? Now, let us say you want to, public speaking is something that you want to take in new behavior. Right now, maybe you're unsure, you're not all that great in public speaking, but it's something that you want to do. You want to be expressive, you want to be confident, and you want to enjoy being a great public speaker. If that's the case, you got to identify one person, any one person who you know to be great in that skill. It can be somebody around you or anyone in the virtual world as well. Once you have identified that person, you got to observe that person. Observe that person and find out and look and think of what does that person do that you can also take in. For example, maybe that person is more open. Maybe that person is more self-assured. Maybe that person has got more confidence. Maybe that other person uses more expression. Maybe they use their body a lot more. Watch and observe that person. Watch their videos, meet that person, talk to them if you can, and consciously and subconsciously try and understand what are those things that this person does that you want to do yourself. That is step number 2. Step 1, identify the skill that you want to develop, the new behavior. Step 2, identify one person from whom you would like to take that behavior, learn that behavior from. Step number 3 is when it gets really interesting. Step number 3 is visualization. In your visualization, you will actually step into the shoes of that person. So you already know. Now, let's say just sitting there right now. If you are not driving, if you're in any other place, you can sit down and just close your eyes and imagine that person in front of you. And you're able to see that person standing on stage and talking or doing whatever you want to do, whatever you want to learn to do. See that person, close your eyes, and in your mind's eye, visualize that person talking, speaking, responding. and understand in your mind's eye, what do you want to incorporate? Once you have observed that person, now imagine that you're stepping into that person's shoes and you're becoming that person. Visualize yourself becoming that person, which means now you are that person, and through your own eyes, visualize yourself doing that behavior. Visualize yourself, feel yourself being more patient, being more calm, or being more assertive, or whatever new behavior that you want to take in. Visualize yourself actually doing that new behavior. You already know what are the behaviors you want to do. Visualize yourself feeling those emotions. And once you have visualized all these things, you would know how it feels to do this behavior. Like I told you all, I was a shy person. I was an introverted person, right? But somewhere down the line, I kept visualizing and visualizing being that other person. And someday, suddenly, I could do it, right? The mind does not know the difference between something you have vividly imagined versus something you have actually experienced. If your internal behavior changes and in your mind you have done it already, then on the outside you'll feel totally confident, because somewhere you feel that you have already done it, because your mind has seen yourself doing those things. Does that make sense? Now, some of you might say that, Seema, it's not so easy. I'm not able to visualize as well as you're asking me to visualize. I made another video on how to visualize, so I'm going to leave a link to that. Click on the I, or you can even check in the description below on how to visualize step by step, how you can become good at visualization. However, it's important that you get yourself trained systematically. Now, when you attend a longer workshop that I conduct on neuro-linguistic programming, I'm going to actually help you condition your mind and body to be able to associate with your role model, to actually visualize as your role model, to be able to use all these NLP techniques that you're learning in my channel more powerfully and in a more transformative manner. Because many a times when we learn things in bits and pieces, yes, we do learn them, and that's the motive of making this video, that you should be able to go out there and apply and make a difference to your life. But if you're looking for a total transformation, I suggest I keep doing masterclasses. So I'm going to leave a link to my upcoming masterclass that you can click. You can attend a free masterclass. You can figure out what exactly do I do, what are my longer workshops all about. And since they're all happening live online, it's going to be easy for you to join no matter which part of the world you are from. So if you're really serious about transforming your life, learning NLP from a very competent coach who's going to help you transform your life, and click the link, register for my masterclass, and consider joining a longer workshop. Right. So I'm coming up very soon with more powerful videos, more NLP techniques. So ensure you're subscribing to NLP Magic and clicking the bell icon so that you're notified of every new video. Also, I would love to hear your questions. You're going through so many of my videos. I'm sure you have places where you feel stuck or you want clarity. Do type in your questions in the comment section so that I can either answer them in the comment, or I might answer your question in one of my upcoming videos as well. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me today. Follow me on my Instagram channel as well, Shenoy Manek NLP, and I'm going to see you very soon in another video. Bye-bye, everyone.